Good morning, this is Derek Dodge with Interstate Roofing. We are conducting a repair attempt at the Mast residence. It is the 19th of September 2024. This is the first repair at 50 Carriage Oaks Drive, southwest of Marietta, Georgia. So we're going to be performing a repair attempt. As you can see, I've identified the wind damage shingles denoted by the X and then the course that it belongs to. So what we have to do in this repair is break the adhesive tar strips in the courses above, remove the nails, replace the shingle with a like and kind quality shingle, and then see whether or not consequential damage has happened as a result of the repair itself. Of important note, there is currently no damage whatsoever to the shingles in the two courses above. I'm going to be doing my utmost to make sure that I'm not lifting these shingles above a 45-degree angle or any more than is necessary so that I'm not overtly manipulating the shingles. I want to do a couple things before I start that. I want to set a baseline. I'm going to be passing this phone off when I'm doing the repair. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to establish what 45 degrees is. I'm not going to be using a snake. Insurance companies don't get to tell me what tools I use. I'm the contractor. This is what I use. I use a mag hatch as well as a pry bar to break the tar strips. But in the interest of good faith, I'm going to show you what 45 degrees is using a speed square. I'm going to pass the phone off to my colleague and have him do it so that he can see it. So this is a speed square. We use this to find angles in construction. This is what's called the pivot point at the bottom. You place that where you're looking to find your angle, and then you lift. You can see in the video that I am at 45 degrees right there. That's what 45 degrees is. It's kind of hard. Let me see if I can get a better angle with there you go. That's what 45 degrees looks like. I'm gonna pass the phone off. Let's do it again. Do 45 degrees. That's what 45 degrees looks like. So just know that I'm not going to be lifting the shingles any more than that. I don't need to perform this repair. And let's start. So like I said, the first thing that I need to do is I need to break the tar strips. Now that the tar strips have been broken, I'm going to begin removing the nails. No nails right there. Now I've removed the nails. As you can see, I didn't lift the shingles over like even a 20-degree angle. The reason why we don't use snakes, it's not as fast, it's not as efficient, and I understand why the insurance companies would try to say that we should use a snake, because the idea is that we're lifting it less. The issue is that if a roof's not repairable, it's not repairable. When you have a snake, the nail head's here, this is where you're hammering. So you're hammering here, you're applying all this force down here. So if a roof's not repairable, you're gonna find the granule loss and the fiberglass matting fracturing lower. So if we use mag hatch, it's in the two courses above. If you use a snake, it's in the courses below. If a roof's not repairable, it's not repairable. So now that I've removed that, I'm gonna replace it with a like and kind quality shingle. Line it up with my soapstone so everything matches. Looks good. Okay. And once again, I'm going to show you 45 can see it. That's a 45. So you're gonna know that I'm not lifting this above that. I like the mag hatch as well because it's magnetic. And so when I'm hitting it into the roof, it matches the same pitch. One more. So if I was using a snake, I'd have to hit this, you know, a lot more times just to get the nails down. I'm gonna take some overviews and close-ups. Should not have worn a sweater. So I can see signs of consequential damage that has happened as a result of the repair. I'm going to take the phone and I'm going to show you what I see. So I've heard Allstate adjusters say some specific things, like if you lift any shingle above a 45-degree angle, you're going to have granule loss. So that is not true, and let's prove that. This is a brand new shingle. We can assume safely that the matting has not fractured as a byproduct of the repair because we didn't have to lift this up. So this has never been lifted up. So let's lift this. I mean, just if you look at this, this is basically a 90-degree. When I let go, see how slowly it comes back down? That implies that the matting is still solidified. But let me wipe my hands across the top. The granules were not dislodged as a byproduct of the matting fracturing. So when you wipe your hands across and there's no granule loss, means that the granules are intact and that the matting, which is the fiberglass, the bones of the shingle, is intact. You can see here in this shingle, we can already see clear signs of creasing. When I wipe my hands across the top, you can see all the granules that have been dislodged. So what this tells me is that this matting has fractured as a result of the repair. When I lift up on it, it feels kind of like a sticky note flapping in the wind. I look at this one, I can see beginnings of a crease, but let me feel. That actually feels fine. Let me wipe my hands across the top. I don't see enough granule loss to call this one a fail. Let's look at this one. This one, same thing. There's still tension in the shingle. Doesn't feel like a sticky note. Wipe my hand across the top. We don't see a crease. What about this one? So this one, you can see the difference in lifting up. We wipe our hands across the top. You can see the clear creasing across. So this matting has fractured. This has failed as well. This one right here, you can see it. You can see that. So feeling that, wiping across, clear creasing. Let's see this one. Yep. Matting is fractured. And the last one that was involved, same thing, no tension. Wipe our hands, look at that. So hold that. In an effort to repair this wind damaged shingle, we have creasing here, creasing here, creasing here, creasing here, creasing here. Take a picture of that. So the age and condition of this roof will not allow for repairs. I know that Allstate, State Farm insurance period don't cover age and condition, but we're not here repairing age and condition. We're here repairing storm damage that was acknowledged by the insurance company. So if repairs can't be possible, the only way to get the masts back to pre-loss conditions is a full roof replacement. This roof is not repairable. We're gonna do a second repair with a photo report to follow, and we'll have all the documentation of all this to present to you. The thing that I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put some emergency tarps over top of this to protect the masts from any leaks in the future, and that will conclude this repair attempt. If you have any questions, please feel free to call. Thank you so much.